Hey everyone, Sean here, and today in this video I wanted to talk about my opinions for 2.3 for the Genshin Impact update or event. The live stream just happened last night. I did stay up for it and watched it for myself. No reaction because it's pretty late night, so I just kind of wanted to just watch it. So it's, overall, I think it's just like another filler update. There's just a lot of little mini games and stuff like that to reap the rewards and just for you to get more gems for whoever character you want, right? I'm gonna try to grab all the gems for Arataki Ito, funny enough, who was mentioned in this live stream. Of course, with that, let's get into the new characters that have been talked about, which is Goro and Arataki Ito. Of course, the star is kind of like Arataki Ito because he's a 5-star, right? He's the Oni King, that sort of thing. And he looks cool. I was disappointed, kind of, that he's not the big muscular man that we've all been trying to hope for, right? With this game model. But I had a feeling they're going to just use the same rig as, Zhongli, Childs, and also Diluc. That body type, right? The skinny, handsome dude build, that kind of thing, with the slim arms and everything, slender shoulders. So that's pretty much what I kind of expected, and yeah, but I was still kind of disappointed. I had a little glimmer of hope that Arataki Ito might be the start of a new body type sort of thing with the males, at least. But no, he has the same exact rig, so he's gonna look pretty much the same when it comes to physique, size, and everything. He does have abs, let's give it that, but it's still, you hope for Arataki Ito to have big arms and big shoulders and everything, but you definitely see it in the artwork, you know what I mean? So it sets up for like false expectations when it comes to that, but it is all cosmetic, so it's not the end of the world, so whatever. The gameplay of him is very interesting. That's where it matters. He's going to scale off of defense, right? So for those who have been getting all those defense percentage artifacts, you can definitely slap those onto Arataki. But there is going to be the new artifact sets for, pretty much Ito and some of the Geo heroes or characters, and that's pretty much going to be catering towards them. Definitely, because it's going to be stacking defense on top of more defense, essentially. When it comes to the other one, I'm forgetting these names, but the other one is essentially for healers. It's catering more towards healers. This is definitely built for someone like Kokomi. You can definitely slap this on, like Barbara, for example, right? It's trying to reward you for healing characters with this bubble that'll burst in and they'll do extra damage. I think it's like up to like somewhere under 30k damage, which is nice, but it's something, I guess, right? It's interesting to say the least, and we'll see how effective that is or practical that is in the long run. By the way, we're getting new artifact sets. That's pretty interesting. Other than that, we're getting a new boss, right? Oh yeah, well, sorry. Let's go back to Goro. Goro, unfortunately, is very niche. He's gonna be very much fulfilling a very niche role, which is just to buff the Geo characters, because Geo characters kind of been getting sort of the short end of the stick, as well as some characters, just because they don't really capitalize off of reactions, right? There's the crystallized reaction, which just creates more shields, but they don't really do so much when it comes to reactions, essentially. So I guess Goro is trying to be there to kind of uplift these Geo characters. This is definitely going to be working for someone like Ito, because because Goro raises defense as well. He stacks more defense upon more defense, and the more pretty much Goro is a character where the more Geo characters you have in your party, the better rewards you'll get for activating his skills and stuff like that. It's more fulfilling that in that sense. So if you're going to be running a bit all Geo characters in the future, then you definitely want to pick up Goro, because he really capitalizes off of that. Other than that, he's kind of pointless to have multiple element parties and you try to throw in Goro in there. I mean, I think he's gonna be useless. I mean, I guess if you want just defense, maybe. I think it works for other characters, right? So I guess that could work. But other than that, you're kind of like missing out on everything else. So I feel like Goro is gonna be very niche. But if you really like Geo characters, if you just like Goro just because of his character, his ears, and whatever, right? The whole like persona kind of thing, then that's fine. I guess you could go for Goro just because of aesthetics and just a character sort of attachment to them or appeal, right? If you like their appeal, then that's cool. But other than that, if you're going for the gameplay aspect of things, then keep that in mind. Use Geo characters in your party. That's pretty much the big gist of for Goro. He's very niche, in my book. Now, if you use him right, I think he'll be really good. But other than that, he's very specific. And he's not gonna be good everywhere else. Excuse me. Wow. So he's not gonna be as good in other areas. Other than that, we're gonna get new weapons, of course, which I'm gonna be skipping. Of course, I mean it is tempting, but I am gonna be skipping the other weapons. I guess depending on like the constellations for Ito, I might go for it. I might just like put all my eggs in that basket. But other than that, once I get Ito, I do want to save up for someone like Yai Miko or some other interesting character in the future. There is going to be potentially another character who comes from Ito's gang, which is Shinobu, I think that person's name is. That person or that character could possibly be a 4-star character playable for the future. Because I think that person is like essentially like a lieutenant or right hand man for Ito. So they could be potentially playable. So that could be another reason to save up for quote unquote Yaimiko's banner or something like that, but we don't know. I mean, again, if the constellations or C1 essentially, if C1 is good for Ito, then I might put all my eggs in that basket. I might even throw in another $50 because I do have that bonus still to stack up and stuff like that. So try to like get most of it as much as I can. But otherwise, I think, Ito is not going to... I don't think he's going to be game-changing at all. He's just going to be another DPS character. But he looks cool. So I do think he'll be fine in the gameplay department. It's just that, of course, he's going to be stacking off defense. So I think he'll benefit there. I think he'll be fine either way. You can make him work. He'll probably help out in the Abyss, right? As a DPS character, him being tanky and all that stuff, right? Because of defense, and he will be fine there. Other than that, I think he looks cool, so I think a lot of people are going to try to pull him. So, so there's that. Other than that, there is going to be the new weapons, right? Like I said. But I'll briefly talk about this. The rerun banners will be coming in 2s now instead of 1, it looks like, for the future of Genshin Impact. And briefly here, the pity system will carry over with each other. It'll accumulate with each other. So that means you don't have to worry about, stuff not or being separate or whatever. It'll be fine. You'll find there. You can pretty much treat it as one banner with with multiple paths, right? If that makes sense. And they'll carry over to someone like Ito's banner because it's all character event wishes, right? So all character event wish banners will carry over with each other. So that's essentially what you have to have to remind yourself about. And it pretty much implies that this will be a permanent thing, like this is these two rerun character banner kind of things. So I definitely can't wait to see what kind of combinations they'll throw in there. Like, hopefully they'll throw in more Zhongli's or more Kazuha's or something like that, because I haven't got a chance to summon Kazuha at all. So And you know, potentially Ike in the future, right? I mean, it'll cycle through all the other older characters as well. You know what I mean? So definitely, that'll be that'll be nice because you know have another chance to get Shao, right? I never summon for Shao, but maybe I should try then when it comes out or when he comes out for a banner or rerun. Other than that, the mini games are fine. I think there's a lot of like reoccurring ones. There's a new one, but that's like an obstacle based one, and there's gonna be a story with Albedo and Eula and Amber and stuff like that. That was a cute little scene with Amber trying to build a snowman with Timmy, I think, right? Trying to have Eula join them. I think that's pretty cute. But other than that, that's pretty much like all the major ones I can like name off the top of my head. There is gonna be something for the Sinesti, right? That whole home building thing. You can put Paimon in there, I guess, for companionship, which is random but okay. That's permanent, at least, I guess. But yeah, I think that's all for the major ones anyway. So forgive me if I'm like forgetting anything, but that's pretty much like what I can remember from the top of my head. That's pretty much what are considered to be major ones for me anyway. Especially with the rerun banner thing. I think that's a really cool thing overall, especially with the pity system still being accumulated with each other and stuff like that, and carrying over to all the other new banners in the future. So that's pretty much awesome. So that's what I kind of like about Genshin Impact when it comes to like the gacha aspect of things. The pity system really does make it for me, and I think more and more games should take note of that, especially with all the other ones I do like as well, like Fate Grand Order, for example. But anyway, I think that's all I got. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out. We appreciate it. And if you have any comments or anything like that, drop down below, and I'd love to check them out. So this has been my Hawke Talks episode for the Genshin Impact 2.3 update that's coming up in a few weeks. So that'll be another thing to do, I guess, for killing time, and hope to see more stuff for Genshin Impact in the future after that. So yeah, just gonna be another filler update. Nothing too special, other than some moments here and there. Some big changes coming, sure, but overall, especially with the minigame stuff, it's just gonna be that kind of update. But hey, anyways, let you guys go. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao now.